Hello, hello, hello. This is Miss Trina with Chat with Trina, and it is Trina's Favorite People Month, celebrating my birthday all month long. And today, my super special guest is Evette Busby.
Miss Trina with Chat with Trina, and this is Trina's Favorite People Month. Celebrating my birthday all month long, and today I have one of my favorite performers in the world, Miss Evette Busby. Hey,
Hey, how y'all doing?
happy to see you. Thank you again
Good
for
to see
joining me
you.
today,
No
especially for my special
problem.
birthday
I
month.
know. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm gonna be a big 5'2". I can't
All
believe
right,
this.
girl. Can you
Yes,
believe it,
but
girl?
at least I made it to 52.
That's
So
right. And you look good doing it. All
thank you,
right.
thank you, thank you. Give it up to my grandmother. Matter of fact, today is a year ago. Today was my grandmother's funeral. Um,
Okay.
she did not pass a COVID, thank goodness.
I know, girl, because
Yes,
it's real. When I
it is
tell you it's real, it's
so
real.
real. You don't work in healthcare though, do you?
No, I'm in human resources, but
Okay.
I'm in banking. Banking.
Thank y'all for making the choice to click in to chat with Trina, and we're gonna just jump right into this.
All
Um,
right.
Tell us now. We call you Evette Busby, but I've seen other
Mhm.
names. What is your
Okay. So
government name?
my government name is Yolanda Evette Hill. That's my married name. Busby is actually my maiden name, and Evette is my middle name. So for my stage name, I use my middle name and my maiden name, Evette Busby.
Gotcha. So, are you married?
I am and not anymore, but
Okay.
I still
I hate
kept
that,
my
but I don't
last
mean to be
name.
that personal, but I mean,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Now,
I was telling a friend of mine he's 3 months separated, and I told him it's hard out here. It is not like the old days of dating.
baby, you got to really love yourself. That's all I can tell you.
You really
Because you
do.
got to love yourself because it's a lot of craziness out here.
Yeah.
And just the FYI, they don't get no better as they get older. You understand me?
I found that out too. Even
Girl.
someone for some reason when someone requests you on Facebook and you accept them, then they think they got to have a conversation with you. Come on, that happens to you too.
Girl, where they get this from? They can just call you on Facebook. I don't know you. You
I don't
just
know.
call. I had to block all it, and I'm not really savvy. I should be a little more social media savvy, but I'm not. And I'll take that. But I know how to hang up, and I know how to answer, and I know how to hang up. And I'm just like, this social media thing, girl, is really
It's
something
something.
serious. You have to be careful, honey, because they just show up. You have to be careful.
Y'all out there know that it's not okay to call people on Facebook when we don't
It's
know
not.
you.
If I don't know you, it's not okay to
not
call
okay
me.
for you to be contacting us just because we accept you as a friend. We just
Right.
That's for social media purposes.
Right.
Don't call me and don't inbox.
Was born right here in Houston, LBJ Hospital. My mom is from the Acreage Home area. Before, honey. And I was raised on the southwest side, though. I went to Milby High School, and girl, I tell you, my memory ain't worth nothing. And Hardeman Junior High School. So that's why I went to school at on that side of town. So I was basically raised in South Park.
South, okay, that's where my family's from. South Park. My grandmother, my mom's mom was her street was South Acres. Where she was from.
And we were right off of Belford, right behind. Yeah, we were right behind Hardeman Junior High School. That's where we was raised at.
When I tell people I have y'all be messing with me out there, but I got family from South Park, and they really do not play, especially about me. I got a whole gang of folks. I just don't want them to be in no trouble, so I don't tell them. But
you don't tell them nothing. I know that's right. I don't
tell them nothing. Yeah, you tell them something. Yeah, it'd be them ones don't care.
No, they don't take it. But it's a lot of that around though. It's a lot of that. You have to be careful what you say to anybody.
You gotta be careful what you tell them because they'll be out here trying to do something. And I don't need nobody going to jail on my name. You have kids, I know.
I do. I have 3 girls. They are 35, 32, and 30. And I have 1 grandson and 1 due any day now. My oldest
y'all know what it's gonna be?
Another little boy.
Oh, well, you got your 3 girls, you got your boys. Okay.
I got my boys, Mason and Lennox.
Oh, I love Lennox. I like them both, but Lennox is super cute.
Lennox, yep.
Well,
Lennox.
I'm gonna have a grand dog this weekend. Oh, grand dog, yeah. My daughter told me yesterday. She said, "Oh, Mom, I just meant to tell you that some plans have changed because I think I'm gonna have a kid this weekend." I'm like, "What?" She says, "I'm getting a dog."
Yeah, my kids like them. My kids like dogs too, but I'm not a pet fan. But when my kids were little, they had pets and stuff. They had a rabbit one time and some parakeets. Yes, honey. And the way, yes, girl, and the neighbor's dog next door got hold to the rabbit, girl, killed the rabbit, and I thought I was gonna have to bury my kids. And they were so hurt. They were so hurt. So then we got the parakeets, and we had the parakeets for a while. And then, and because they used to bicker at each other, I named them after my sister and my brother-in-law, girl. So we called them Michelle and Cliff. And Michelle got sick. We had them for some years. We had them about 4 or 5 years. Michelle got sick and she passed away, girl. And Cliff grieved himself to death and he passed away. So I ain't had no more pets after that because I can't do that.
That's too much grieving. I can't. You have to deal with them children. Oh my God. Yeah. I was never a dog lover until my youngest daughter decided when she was old enough to take care of it all herself. We got a little dog. We had Harley, but when she went to college, Harley traveled to college with her. She couldn't, it was too much for her. So she came back home to me. Then I sent her to my other daughter that was in Austin. She came back to me and finally we just had to say, Harley, you know what, baby? We're going to give you somebody that can take care of you. But we actually, someone had just lost their husband. And so Harley filled the void. So it was really cool.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I was doing the question that when did I first see you singing? I know it was with Orion, but I don't remember if it was at Chicago Bar and Grill. I just know I was blown.
I don't know, because you remember I used to sing with Tom too. Remember I was with her at the Heart for years at the Red Rooster on MLK and when they moved out further. And then when they was over on Fuquay, because I had left and I had came back and I was playing with them. And I think the first time I met you was I saw you was at the Red Rooster, but then I don't think we actually met until I was playing at Chicago Bar and Grill.
Yeah. And I think that's when I actually really got to hear you sing because it's a different atmosphere.
Right.
So there's a lot going on there.
I tell them all the time, live music and track music is two different things.
Yes, it really is. It really is. I mean, it's okay, but a live
but it's nothing like a live band. I tell them all the time because everybody trying to go to these tracks now, and I'm just like, it's just no improvisation. I like the live music.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I started singing in church, and one of the and he say he don't remember this, but Ronald Smith, Pee-wee, keyboard player, Smitty. Smitty was the band, the choir director, and he asked me to come and audition for a band that he was playing keyboards in. And that was the first time I went and started singing. I used to sing with Scott Gardner. Remember when Scott Gardner used to have those talent shows and stuff? I used to go out there and sing all the time for nothing, just so I could sing. And then I stopped doing that because I'm really not no club person. So I went, like I say, I was at church. Smitty said, come audition for this band. I said, audition for a band? And I went out there and I auditioned for, I sung with him. And my first gig was with Patrick Green. And it was Patrick Green and that lady that sang Bill. I can't think. Okay, it was the first blues festival out in Crosby, Texas. And that was my first gig. And it was Patrick Green, that lady, I can't think of her name, but her. And I was singing backup with Patrick Green. And then from there, I went, the drummer that was playing with Smitty that night was actually the drummer for Grady Gaines and the Texas Upsetters. And Grady said, he said, we need a female vocalist. You will be awesome. Come and audition. So this is when Grady was playing over off of Montrose, back over there at girl, my mind is not.
Was it Scott Gardner's then too? The Sky Bar?
No, it wasn't the Sky Bar then. It was on Montrose. It was on Montrose. It was called the Sierra Grill. It was the Sierra Grill over there on Montrose. And so I went over there and I sung with them and I started singing. From that point on, I started singing with Grady Gaines and the Texas Upsetters. And I was with Grady now up until 2000, from 91 or 92 up until 2017, something like that, 17. Yep.
He
And
just recently passed, right?
yeah,
That's just
he died in January. Yep,
okay.
Grady died in January.
Okay.
Yep, the
Wow.
living legend himself, honey. And
Yes.
because of Grady, I got to meet and see a lot of people and do a lot of things.
Really?
Because he was doing a lot of gigs that, you know, a lot of the private sector. So those
Oh,
senators and presidents and
I
stuff
heard that's
like
where
that.
most of the better
Yeah.
money is too.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. Grady made a lot of money doing that, and he
Yeah.
paid well, and you didn't have no problem with your money, and you
You'll
just
pay
got
at
to
the end of
meet.
the night.
Girl, you got paid when you walked in the door. That's what I loved about Grady. You
Yeah.
know, he wasn't. He
Yeah.
was about his business. So yeah, I played with Grady up until 2017 or 18. And then I started with Orion. That's
Okay.
where.
You met, did you meet, how did you get with Orion? You met Leroy?
Well, I've been on Lee. I had known Leroy because of Ray Parsi. And you know, when it was Ray Parsi and the All Stars, I used to go and sit in for Miss Vanessa. If Miss Vanessa had a problem or she couldn't make a gig, they would call me and I would come. And so I knew Roderick now from that. And then went back in the day when Sammy Relford was around, Roderick now played with him, and I played with them for a little while. So
Okay.
I don't know Leroy. And so they had a gig over at Martinis and More.
Okay.
And Leroy say, and that's my side of
I
town.
remember
So
that. Yeah, when y'all started
yeah,
in there.
yeah. Out there, and that's my side of town. So I went
Okay.
in one time and Lee said, "Vic, come up here and do a song." And so I did a song with him, and I forgot what I did, but I did a song with him. And the dude that met Nora said, "Where's she at? Where's she been? Who is that? And where's she been?" And he said, "Well, she played with Grady. And, you know, Grady wasn't doing no clubs at that time."
Right.
And I was like, he was like, "Well, that's what we need. We need her. We need her." And he said, "Well, I'll talk to her, whatever." And so we got to talking about it, and they asked me to come to a rehearsal. I came to a rehearsal, and from that point on, it was
okay.
we didn't know Ryan in the band.
Does anybody else in your family sing?
My mom and my aunt. My aunt, she sings, but they didn't do anything professional. My aunt used to sing. My aunt did do some backgrounds for Stevie Wonder when she was in college.
Okay.
But that was the extent of that. Nobody else really sings. Now my oldest daughter, corporate America, but she can sing her behind off. She just got girl. She be tearing up karaoke clubs all over the place. Girl can really sing. My baby girl, tear up a church. Tear up a church.
Wow.
The middle one
is do it for a career.
Okay. They just do it for fun.
Okay. Wow. I was wondering did in either of them sing. Do they ever come to where you can call them up and they do a song? Have you ever done that?
Girl, they ain't gonna come out. They made now, and that baby girl, I don't know, she might sing. I know that oldest one would. If she came to a gig and I said, "Come up here and sing," because I've done that before. She'll get up there.
Oh, okay.
She'll do her little thing. She's good. She just don't. I love to hear her sing country music because she
really?
She has.
Wow.
She can really sing that country music, but it's just something for her to play with.
I think that's a under what do they call it? I don't know. It's
Underrated
secret, underrated that Black women don't because is it K Michelle? Yeah,
K Michelle is coming out with a yeah, she's doing a case. Yeah, you know, but they keep it heavily guarded too. You know, they really do. They keep it heavily guarded. They really
because they got mad that time when Beyonce did that song. That's right.
Yeah, they keep it heavily guarded. They don't like when you know, we try to cross over into country. And that's one thing we haven't been able to penetrate as Black women. We haven't been able to penetrate that country music, you know, and it's not for the lack of not being good enough or not trying. It's just one of those genres, honey. They keep it like they keep it.
So many times I've been out and I watch live music and I see people there like they're at a job. Like they watch the paint dry or they watch, literally watch their watch. I'm like, what are you doing?
So,
those are the bands I don't, push, but like I come to y'all show, you and Leroy have this awesome chemistry, and I always think about Sonny and Cher when I see y'all.
It's about having fun and enjoying yourself. Because if it was a job, you definitely be making more money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it does get to a point where you really have to love it. You know what I'm saying? You have to love what you're doing. And I think most artists really do, but at some point it does become a job for you. Mm-hmm. Like with Grady, everything was real organized because you were doing weddings, or you were doing these big anniversary parties, or everything is structure in a structure. Versus a live show is you can improvise. You don't never know what's gonna happen that night. You know what I'm saying? Fun. Yes, it makes you feel it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't never know how it's gonna happen that night. You're gonna, even if you're doing cover songs, you're gonna learn the song like it go. But eventually, if you notice, when you come to see us, we do the stuff the way we want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we kind of make the song our own. So I like that part about it. That's the part I like.
And I think that's what I like too. When I go see people and the song is not exactly like the record. Now some people don't like. I hear people say, "Oh, that's horrible," because they're listening for it to be that way. But I'm like, well, I like it when they do something special with it and put that.
When you do it special and people still jamming to it, it's the same. But they still jamming to it, and just it's you can't please everybody. So that's something that's something you have to understand. You just can't please everybody. I did. I had to get tough skin because for one, everybody is, you got the music connoisseurs, and like I say, you can't please everybody. Now, I haven't personally really had any bad stuff done to me, or said to me on stage or whatever. But you hear the stuff out there, she sings so loud, or she this and she that, all kind of stuff, girl. But I'll be just like, okay, I'm gonna take that to heart, and when I'm on stage, I'm gonna try to watch my big mouth or whatever, But I try not to let that kind of stuff get to you. That's another reason why I don't really do a whole lot of social media, because people can be so cruel, and people are so bad behind their keyboard. You know what I'm saying? And they say what they want to say to whoever they want to say it to, that kind of stuff. I don't get into all of that. You are entitled to your feelings. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But I had to really teach myself that.
It's hard. It's hard.
It is. It's hard. It's hard when you trying to do. When you think you're doing your best, or you trying to do your best, and then you always got somebody that's gonna
have that little negative
that's
thing.
Got that, they got something to say. So I try not to even sweat that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's good. You have to. I know you have to get to that point. What about your first professional performance? Were you nervous?
No, I didn't start getting nervous until I got older, up in age.
Now you get nervous?
Oh yeah. Now I get nervous, especially with my own music. You know what I'm saying? Because in some places they ain't never heard it, and then some places they have heard it. And so I'm in my head, I'm saying, well, they gonna like it? What's going on? That kind of stuff goes on. So, but once I get on stage and I'm into the music and the music is good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. But at the beginning,
you walk out there with them butterflies.
Yeah. And then when you on stage with people like Calvin Richardson and that kind of stuff, people that's big, and you like, okay, I'm gonna try to go out here and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I still get nervous, but eventually, like I say, once I'm into it, I'm into it.
Believe it or not, I'm do that with dancing. But once I'm moving, I be like, child, I'm having a good time. I ain't thinking about anything. If y'all don't like how I dance, too bad, because I'm loving it. I'm having a good
time. It's coming out, baby, because I'm enjoying it. Yep, that's the way.
How do you feel about when you're singing and the swing out and two-steppers dance while you're singing? How does that? Are you okay with that?
I actually love that. That song I got Not Here Not Now.
Yeah,
that's a two-stepping song, baby. Chicago, they love that song up in Chicago. I got a gig this weekend in Texarkana, and I did a radio interview today, and that's what they asking for.
Oh,
Not
really?
here, not now. And the closer I get to you, the remake that me and Leroy did. So I love that. That means you enjoying it, and that means it's a grown folks groove, because my music to me is a grown folks groove. I'm not trying to do the pop thing. I'm not trying to do the new R&B. I like classic R&B soul music. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see people dancing to my song.
Cool, yeah, because I love the Not Here, Not Now. That is our song. And Rudy
I know they told me.
he don't play nothing else. He gonna play that one.
I know, girl. I know.
You working on anything?
I got some new stuff coming up. I'm about to go in and work on an album. We're gonna do a full album. And I got one more single coming out. Before that, I'm doing a remake of this song. I don't know, you know that because it's you.
Yeah.
You.
Oh yeah.
That makes me feel the way I do.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna take a minute and work on my album, and I'm looking to release that first of next year.
Okay. I gotta go and download that Closer I Get to You. Is that stream?
Yes. Spotify, iTunes, all of that.
Y'all seen that? What is your favorite genre to sing?
Jazz.
Really?
I don't get to do it. Oh yes.
That I definitely could.
Yes, that is if I could do anything, it would be jazz. It would be jazz. And on my CD, I'm gonna have some jazz stuff on.
That'll be cool. We were at I went to Unwind last night for a little while on Alameda, and she was playing. It was someone, because I thought it was Etta James, and she said no, and she told me who it was, but it was an Etta James song, but it was someone else. It was just, and so sitting there drinking a little bit of wine and that jazz.
Yeah, it's just that chill, grown folks kind of chill music. That's what I can. That's my favorite song. That's my favorite stuff to sing. So if you notice, if you see me when I'm doing something slow, I'm more into it than I am if I'm doing something fast. You know, you can't do a whole show of only person get away with that is Anita Baker. Get up and do a whole show of slow songs. So
or maybe Mariah Carey too.
Or Mariah, yeah. So, but yeah, that would be my favorite.
Because you sing a variety of music. I mean, y'all sing dance to country.
Yeah.
I love. What's the country song that everybody y'all sing Neon Moon, don't you? But the other one I'm talking about, the newer one. That everybody.
Hello, or the country song.
It's a country song that everybody.
Is it a female book? Oh, the used to sing my nights out in ballroom. That one. By Chris, you're
all genres, and that's what makes your show good to me.
Yes, we do a little bit, and I told, and when I started with Leroy now, I say that's gonna be what separates us from everybody else, because we're not gonna be doing the same thing that everybody else do. When they see us, they're gonna be hearing stuff that they typically would hear from a band. That's what I like to do. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. And that's the kind of stuff that, because when you're doing cover songs, when you're doing other people's stuff, you can't just be doing what they did. You got to kind of take it, make it your own, and you got to do stuff that people know and like, you know what I'm saying? And that ain't always the new stuff, So
right.
I do it. I like doing it all.
You're good at that too, singing the old, but also some of the new. It's just a mix and a blend, and that's what makes you guys so awesome to me. Because I love live music, but I also am a girl. I like my 70s all the way on up to the day.
All the way up. Right. Me too. I'm like that too.
That's what makes a good night too. When you
you got all of that. You got a variety of music.
Who is the singer that inspired you the most?
That is Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, okay. Yeah.
Whitney inspired me. It's been a lot of them. Whitney, Shaka, Anita, those longevity voices. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those voices. Shaka could come in here right now today, and she ain't had a new song in how many years? And she could come in here and tear up. Just on just on her music, old school, older stuff she used to do back in the day. Whitney's another one that's like that.
Pavilion year before last, right before COVID, I went to see her, and I hadn't seen her in concert before. And I'm like, okay. And
yeah,
these those old school singers that come, I'm
yes,
they could blow out these new bands.
Baby, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Someone took me to see Stevie Wonder, and I didn't want to go. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. Now I have never seen Stevie. I would love to see Stevie Wonder.
I went. And if I tell you, I still tell people today, that is the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
Stevie, I tell you. Yes, Stevie is a bad one. Now, when we were young, my mama used to take us to concerts.
Okay. Yeah.
And my mama would take us. We went to see Rufus and Shaka Khan out at the amphitheater. We went out there. My mama took us to see Confunction. It's where they used to where they used to have the wrestling shows at. I can't think of it. In Houston, they used to have it. Not the Summit. I can't think of it.
Okay.
I would never Coliseum. At the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And the Bootsy Collins and baby, they landed the mothership in the Coliseum, baby. Came down them stairs. I will never forget that long as I live. In a diaper and them boots and killed it. I mean, they wreck shop, girl. Wow. My mama would take us to concerts all the time.
Really? The only one they took us to were the Jackson 5. And then
we went to the Jackson 5. We went to see the Jackson 5. My mama, and we used to go to Asteroid. Remember when Asteroid used to have a concert every time they had a concert? My mama.
Amphitheater.
That's it, baby. Southern Star Amphitheater. Yes, ma'am.
Them were my days going to see
the days.
LL Cool J. I never forget.
LL Cool J. New Edition.
Yes.
Who they didn't have.
Girl. You have to tell you something. Out of everything I miss from my childhood is Astroworld.
I do.
Are you guys going to be performing together soon again, you and Orion?
We are, but with these numbers and stuff, I just hadn't been ready to get back out into these clubs because the numbers and stuff are so high. And I just now the next show I have a show this weekend, but it's a festival. It's a soul and blues festival out in Texarkana. And then so for the next 3 months, I'm gonna be doing festivals and stuff. So I'm okay. It's just this closed in, that closed in kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Huh?
Your contract to keep people a certain distance. You doing anything like that?
Right with that. And most of them are the amphitheaters, and they're spread it out. You spread out, and I have my own place, and I'm wearing my mask and I'm vaccinated. I went on and got my vaccinated for one because I like to travel, and I'm not trying to do that craziness. Right. And plus, if I get sick, I just want to have something else to fight, to fight for me versus just me. You know what I'm saying? So the crazy thing is COVID. You don't know what's gonna happen to you till you get it. So it's kind of crazy.
Do you still work with your own band? At one time?
Well, no, I hadn't had time to really separate myself completely from it because I've been working so much with them and people have been seeing me so much with Orion, but I got some stuff coming up that's gonna change in the first of the year.
Okay. And so you are open to booking shows, but mainly the festivals that's outside. So that and then
just where you can keep people socially distanced. That's all, and some of the clubs are just really, really small. One of the most challenging is honesty. People just being honest about what's really going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the venues, being honest about what you got up front so you'll know what you need. It's not that I'm charging too much. It's just you need to let me know what it is that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then the musicians, keep it holding on to good musicians. That's a really hard thing. That's a really, wow. Because at the end of the day, everybody loves it because they're a musician. But a lot of these, this is their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? So you may have one person and you may be paying him $200, but he got a gig on the same night that he told you he was going to be playing, you paying him $300, and then you got to find somebody else. So I didn't like that kind of stuff. You know, that's the real challenging part. Loyalty. Yeah, loyalty.
Yeah, okay.
Loyalty. So.
Are there different challenges separate from that for you being a woman?
Only if you allow it to be. You know, if you allow, if you allow stuff, because trust me, you get a lot of craziness, men gonna be men. Yeah. People are going to be people, but you have to know, you have to let them know up front what you will allow and what you won't allow. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see me, right, if you set that bar, and most of them, once you set that bar, you don't have that problem with them. You know what I'm saying? Because one or two things gonna happen. Either they're gonna continue to deal with you or they're not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You have to be in a situation where it doesn't make or break you. If the gig work, it work. If it don't work, still good. You see what I'm saying? So I've always been blessed enough where I've always had a day job where I don't have to just take any gig, and I don't have to put up with nothing to have a gig. You know what I'm saying? I've always been blessed that I work during the day and I can sing at night if I want to. It's always been a choice for me. It's not something that, and a lot of musicians, they put down everything. They put up everything. I guess I've never been in a place where I was allowed to do that because I had kids for one while I was doing it. So I had to have insurance. I had to be, you know what I'm saying? I had to have insurance. I get sick, don't throw me no benefit. Take me to the hospital and give me this Blue Cross Blue Shield card. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like if you love it, if you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of musicians that they don't have a day job. That's all that they do. And that's a blessing that you're allowed, you're able to do that. But during this pandemic has really showed that you really need a backup plan for that. And I'm blessed to be able to do two things I love, and that's that's employee benefits and singing. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I my life is good. I really can't complain about anything, Trina. I really can't. During this pandemic, I haven't had any issues. My kids are healthy. My kids are safe. I haven't lost anybody close to me, but I have lost a lot of friends to this pandemic. But, I get up every morning. I thank God. Yes, I thank God. I put my foot on the ground and put the other one on the ground and keep it stepping because you just don't know. With the way people leaving here, I had a friend that I grew up with day before yesterday. He passed away. COVID. So it's just
left and right. And when I see something and see someone pass, it's almost like you have to blink and think, okay, has it somebody hacked it or something? Because it's like, I just saw you, or there's no way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's why I say, girl, you just don't know.
What is the most rewarding thing about what you do?
I get to meet so many people. I get to see, and I get to see what my singing does to people. I get to see how it makes people happy, and it makes people, want to dance and want to move, and some people want to cry. I love to see the emotion, of people. That makes me feel good, whether it's 20,000 people or just two people. You know what I'm saying? I love to see that somebody's enjoying what I'm doing, and that makes me feel good. So that's one of my most rewarding things.
I tell people,
and meeting a lot of different people.
Yeah, I say that music, sometimes you can come in somewhere and you are not feeling great. I do it, and I'll go to a live music party, and when I walk out, I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. So
I don't even know what I was mad about. I don't even know.
There's a young lady who comes to you and lets you know that she's interested in getting into the music business. What advice would you give her?
Stay true to yourself. Know what you want to do. Put God first. and hone on your craft, because nobody can deny you if you're good. They just can't, you know, and you may not get to be up in front of Beyonce, but you can make music work for you. You really can. You just got to believe in yourself and do good music, you know, and do good music. So that's what I would tell them.
I heard in the trailer, Aretha Franklin say, I want to sing what I want to sing.
I want to sing. And you know what? All singers are like that, but sometimes everybody don't want to hear what you want to sing. Just so happen, Aretha happened to everything she liked to sing. Everybody loves. Exactly. That was one of the things I had to learn when I first started singing. You can't just do what you want to do. You got to do what the people want to hear you. Yeah, too. You know, you got to be able to do what you want, what people have to do, and know your limits. You know, do what know your limits. Everybody can't do everything. Do the chill and relax. When I'm chilling, relaxing, that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting down, relaxing. I watch, believe it or not, I watch a lot of TV. I am a movie and TV fanatic. I love movies. Love them. So when I'm chilling, that's what I'm doing. I'm watching movies or watching the television.
You a Netflix fan?
Am I what?
Netflix? Do you watch Netflix?
Oh, girl, yeah. I got all of them streaming. Netflix, Peacock, Hulu, Jesus, all of that stuff. Girl.
I'm trying to make myself give up cable. It's so expensive.
Oh, I did it.
You did?
I did it. I'm streaming, honey.
Well, Miss Evette, I want to thank you so much for joining me. But I'm going to need to hear my birthday song before we go.
I got you, girl. I got you.
Okay, before we go, I'm going to toast to my birthday song.
All right.
So there you go.
All right. Toast, dear.
Toast, toast, toast.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Trina. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're so welcome, dear.
And I want to say one last thing publicly.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys were supposed to go on a cruise with me, and I do want to still publicly apologize that things did not work out.
No problem.
I wanted y'all to come. Y'all just don't know. It was my dream, and I hope that one day we can work things out and we can.
Definitely. I would love to. Definitely.
And guys out there, thank y'all for making the choice to tune in, to click in to chat with Trina. And I hope you enjoyed Miss Evette Busby. Thank you and bye. See you.
Bye.
See
you next time. Okay. All right, darling. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Evette. I really appreciate you agreeing to take the time out of your super busy schedule to join me for my special birthday month. I love my birthday song. Y'all make sure y'all check out Evette with Orion. They're awesome. I followed them for a very long time, and I promise you, you won't be sorry when you check them out. And make sure that you subscribe and then click the bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video.